guys, JoeShow here, and I'm with a very familiar face to the epic.LAN. Hello, Winbar again.
You alright, Joe?
All right.
Slipping back into stoke there.
Yeah, all right. I don't know if you like. Yeah, I was going to say that was the worst impression ever. Moving swiftly on. Normally I do like an interview before the LAN. It's all like, yeah, it's going to be great. And then at the end of the LAN we go, yeah, it went great. So thought we'd mash it up a bit, and I'm going to have an interview halfway through the LAN, or a second day into the LAN.
Right, okay.
And we're just going to talk about what, it's nice and quick, just sort of what problems we've had so far, problems, successes, what's been happening, how you think it's been going so far, and we good with that?
Yeah.
We're good with that. Okay, so so far tournaments are underway for Dota 2, StarCraft 2, League of Legends, CSGO.
Yeah, everything's started. Streams are all going out. We had teething problems to get the streams up and running, but it's the first time we've run 4 streams on these net connections, so
yeah,
best to get that out of the way in the group stages. And to be fair, at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, weekday, not that many people are going to be watching anyway, so it gets those problems out of the way as we get closer towards finals tomorrow evening and Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's important to sort of address the issue, because obviously we have a bit of a background for, you know, being the LAN without the internet for various reasons or another. So the reason I wanted to sort of talk about that very quickly is obviously because we don't want people to go back and go, oh, the internet's still not working. So
yeah, it's not a bandwidth problem, which is nice, because it means we can deal with it. It was simply down to the kit that we're using to connect to the net. It's the venue kit that we're using for routing, and to be fair, it's just not up to scratch for what we need. It's great for a conference where people tend to be browsing the internet, but the sensitivity of playing games on it, it's just not quite there. So there's been lots of work going on behind the scenes to get what we can out of the kit and swapping some of it around. And then certainly next time we're already talking about putting another line in and our own kit on that line as well, so we can make it even better. But comparing to previous events, you know, everyone's browsing the internet fine, Steam updates aren't causing us any problems. It's just a few of the games that are 100% reliant on the net that just drop in occasionally, and we're still working to sort that. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Obviously, going to have teething problems being the first sort of LAN where we've run so many online games, and really with that said, it has been a big success. I was speaking to a couple of guys from one of the League of Legends teams who really said, you know, we definitely want to come back. We like the cross that we have here between the casual gaming and the social side with the bar and the epic hunt. So I have to say that slowly, and all the rest of it. And then we do the, you know, on the side we do have the tournaments, and they sort of do run side by side. And people have complimented us on how they do sort of run nicely together, and it's different from, you know, I don't name any other events, bigger events where you maybe wouldn't get that feel.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's down to the person. You know, maybe they prefer just to go there, do their games, and go home again.
Yeah, exactly. And we are trying to cater to both sides here. We know we've got some of the teams that are playing at a very high level, particularly in League of Legends, and you know, it's not a big tournament for them. It's, in a lot of cases, they're using this to practice for even bigger tournaments, and that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that, and that's always where we've pitched ourselves, really. It is at sort of that lower end, and teams get to come along to Epic, and they'll get further into the tournament. Again, I'm trying to avoid names, but some of the larger events where you get 60, 80 odd teams turning up, some of the teams that go to those will never experience playing in double elimination. And they will here, because it is smaller, and the tournament structure that we put in place allows the teams to do that, because we've got a bit more time. We haven't got as much pressure on, you know, finals, so we give people a nice structure and a different tournament experience. Not saying it's better or worse, it's different. And
that's how we do it, and get as many games, you know, free money as possible.
Exactly. And we've had some of the teams that don't want to drag the tournament out for the 3 days, but as far as we see, if you're paying 60 quid, you may as well get your money's worth out of it.
Definitely.
We could cram a tournament into a day, but I don't think that's fair on the people that do want to be here for the whole weekend and relax a bit in between. You know, we've got the bar open till 2 o'clock every night now, so people want to chill out of it.
Definitely, yeah. With that said, we've also, in positive news, because obviously we talked a little bit about internet problems, positive news, we've also heard a lot of people giving brilliant feedback about how we've handled the the heat wave that we're sort of currently enduring.
I'm actually cold. I don't know. No.
Not smuggling anything at the moment.
I'm actually cold sitting here. We knew it was going to be difficult because you can't easily air condition 300 PCs. And my news post before the event, for those people who work in data centres, will know that there's some serious cooling that goes into keeping that sort of kit at the right temperature.
Yeah.
This place isn't designed for that. It's a conference centre. That said, we're moving air around the building in quite a neat way. You know, we are sitting where we're doing this interview is probably the coldest bit of the building, and there's a long corridor. If Rizzo pans left a little bit, you know, down that we've got fans going down that corridor, pushing the air down into the main gallery in the middle of the room. We've got the big tournament room is generating more cooling than we need, which is also then being pumped into another room. We've let people bring things like desk fans, and we've got aircon in all the rooms working on overdrive, and it's not that bad. It's not freezing cold in all the rooms, but it's acceptable for a few hundred people.
Well, it's certainly been, I say, comfortable down here, but I'm starting to shiver down here. But I think the thermostat did say 16 degrees, but then...
Yeah, you could turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down here on my own at the moment, but hey. So I think it's obviously, remember to bring the positives in with that, because obviously this has been sort of a big challenge for us, taking on, you know, lots of communities, and we have had some good positive feedback so far. I haven't had a chance to catch up with any StarCraft 2 players. I don't know if you have a... No,
not yet, but their matches only got underway at 12 o'clock anyway, so I think the first match is going out and being streamed as we speak. So they went for a little bit of a later start, but we've been doing a lot of testing this morning with the players and the stream for StarCraft to get that right. And of course we've got 20, I don't know what's the final, about 22 for StarCraft 2. So as a community they've impressed me because we only announced StarCraft 2 a month ago. So they've really got around it, and you know, it's not hundreds of players, but for a month's notice to get the holiday and to get along here, I'm really happy with that.
Well, it makes you wonder if with a month's notice you can get 22 players, what happens when if we have an event next year in, say, February, when they have 6 months notice? What can the you know, the League of Legends community, the StarCraft community, obviously touchy subjects that, you know, the Dota community, the COD community, CSGO. Obviously we've had issues with Dota 2 just scraping a prize trigger, but you know, they've got their tournament, so we've got 4 happy teams that are playing and they're having a laugh.
Yeah, the only one we've had to drop was COD 4, and I think most people know what happened there, but ultimately we ended up with 1 team that turned up. Quite a few others baited last minute after the cancellation deadline as well. So luckily that team have taken part in one of the other tournaments. I think they're playing in League of Legends, so they're still making the most of their weekend. They'd already booked and they wanted to come and have a laugh. So, so fair play to them. Yeah, well, I think we you know, it's a good attitude to have, really. So you know, they came with the attitude, and we helped them out, moved them across tournaments, and you know, be as accommodating as you can to people. Exactly.
So obviously it is a pain to have to drop a tournament like such as Call of Duty, but
it's sad to drop Call of Duty because we've had 2.5 years of really good support from that
22
community.
teams, was it 2 or 3 events ago?
Yeah.
So to see that massive drop, it is a big shame. But obviously time moves on. I mean, you know, we could talk for hours about, you know, where's the community gone? Has it died? Have they moved to Dota? Have they moved to, you know, well, they clearly haven't moved to Dota, but who knows where they've gone. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. So I'm going to leave it at that. I just wanted to, you know, have a quick sort of catch up through the event, and we'll probably have another sit down at the end of the event with the generic tired face. Yeah, this is how it's all done. So but I just wanted to, you know, just grab you while we're still a bit fresh, and you know, we've had our first sort of 24 hours of, you know, challenges, and you know, we've come out heads high.
Yeah, we're happy so far.
Awesome. Okay then, well on that note, remember to keep checking us out, guys, on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/epic.LAN UK, and I keep getting this bit wrong, twitch.tv, where we have 4 channels currently. We have the CSGO, League of Legends, StarCraft 2, and which one have I missed? Dota 2 stream. Sorry, Mackie, I'm forgetting you there. So you've got the 4 streams there, so head to twitch.tv/team/epiclan. So yeah, keep checking it out, guys, and we'll catch up soon.
All right, see ya.
See ya.